Let's get into our questions first of all. So I want to start talking about your wealth of knowledge in relation to a person's thoughts, okay, and how that affects their ability to burn fat. So what sort of positive thoughts and words can a person use to assist their ability to burn fat?
Your thoughts are everything when it comes to burning fat, Elly. Everything. Let's talk first about some negative ones before we cover some positive ones.
Okay.
I find any limiting belief or thought is really destructive. For instance, that word diet is banned. I never allow my clients to think that word or say that word. That word has feelings of restriction, of not allowed, of shoulds and shouldn'ts, it makes us feel restricted, and when we feel restricted we want to rebel, right? So I ban any thought that is around can't have, not allowed. And instead, one of the things I teach my clients is focus on what you can have. You know, say to yourself, and this is my first positive thought that I've got to give to your listeners today, is think to yourself, I can have that. I'm just choosing not to right now. I can have that bit of chocolate.
It's empowering language, isn't it?
I can have as much as I like. I'm just choosing not to right now. You know, we can sit with that, and adding the right now kind of helps, because it means, you know, I might be able to have it again, because when we think I can never have that ever again, that's not allowed, that sort of food, that just seems impossible. And, you know, it's like exercise as well, fat burning exercise. Thinking, well, I can sit on the couch and watch TV if I want, but I'm choosing not to right now. Very empowering thoughts.
Yeah.
I have another thought, but to lead up to it, I want to say it's useful to have a goal with your fat burning, to know who you want to be. Like, is there a particular size or weight you want to be? Is there a particular pair of jeans that you want to get into that you haven't got into for a while? You need to know what you're aiming for and who you want to be. And then you need to think about what sort of person would you be if you had attained that goal. Like, would you be the sort of person that ate healthy most of the time? Would you be the sort of person that did fat burning exercise most days of the week? Would you be the sort of person that only ever ate when they were hungry? And so the positive thought I've got for you is this: whenever you are tempted to not do your fat burning exercise or to eat that unhealthy food, you think to yourself, that's not who I want to be anymore. And I find that thought really helpful. It'll get me back on track quite often.
Would it be right to say that your thoughts and the way you think will really translate into the language that you use as well?
Absolutely. And just to carry on from that, there is something even far more important than what I've already told you. The most important thought of all are the thoughts that you have about yourself. Because a lot of us beat ourselves up with our thoughts. We call ourselves stupid and useless, and we really don't like ourselves very much a lot of the time. We're very hard on ourselves. And if you're hard on yourself, it's very unlikely you're going to achieve anything. Because we set ourselves up for failure by the way we think about ourselves. And theoretically, it's easier to live with giving up than it is to trying really, really hard and failing. So if we're not thinking kind thoughts about ourselves and who we are, we'll tend to sabotage our fat-burning enterprise. The positive thoughts you want to have are, I am good enough. I'm good enough just as I am, and I can do it. And funnily enough, when we think that we are good enough, when we accept ourselves exactly as we are, faults and all, we tend to be able to more easily change ourselves and improve ourselves.
I like how you turn the question around there, and I asked you about the negative thoughts and language that people might use, and you've talked all about the positive thoughts and language, which is fantastic, because that's the way that we really need to start thinking.